All right, we're live. So I'm going to share my screen with you now.
Okay.
All right, do you see the chart?
Yes.
Very good. When is your birthday?
18th of January 1986.
Okay, time.
17.
Sorry, 17 what?
45.
45. And where?
In Athens, Greece.
Athens. Okay. 1 degree Leo rising.
Right.
Does that sound familiar? Okay. I was thinking there must be Leo because the way you express is so.
Oh,
Anyway.
seriously?
Yeah, well, I'm Leo, and so I immediately felt something very similar in your energy. Okay.
Okay.
So I always start with the same question, which is, can you just tell me a bit about what's happening in your life currently, lately, at the moment?
I just came back to work. I'm working in a hotel the last 5 years. And, with all this incident with the Middle East and the little drone bomb that they throw here, everything is getting down on work. And
I mean, Cyprus.
yes,
I didn't hear about that. Okay, and so there's less tourists, therefore.
yeah, it's a bit low because they are afraid it a bit. Wasn't the total truth news that was came out. It doesn't affect me that much. It's affecting the hotel that I'm working, but however, we still have a lot of pressure through the company. And for the moment, I'm kind of bored of being here. I love my job, but at the same time, I'm very bored. And I have an inheritance of my grandpa, let's say, that's opened also now. So I'm thinking that, maybe this is my time for me to go back in Greece and see what else can I do. And yeah, alone, workaholic, as you can even imagine. And I'm trying to do that.
Can you tell me more about what you do at work, for work?
Yes, I'm the guest relation manager of the hotel. So I'm resolving all of the problems that is around. And also I'm working at the beach as reservation manager. And also I'm the call center of the beach of the hotel. I'm doing 3 jobs in the same time. So, this is absorbing me a lot. And this is I'm doing in it's my 5th year now.
Okay. Mm. Okay, and these are the four we're going to start with.
Hmm.
So for me, that you work in hospitality, I immediately feel your moon in Taurus in the 10th house. And
Okay.
also because you work with people's reservations and stuff, but it's especially the Jupiter in Aquarius in the 7th. Because Aquarius is when you work in organizations or you work with large groups of people or you work with events. And so here I see
Right.
how you're managing the reservations for, I guess, thousands of people over those 5 years. You get to interact with the whole of humanity because there's tourists coming and going, people booking entire events for their companies, for their businesses, right? So here I see you interacting with lots and lots and lots of people through the hotel industry.
Yeah.
Whereas your Sun Venus conjunction in Capricorn, because Venus is cazimi, makes me think, well, you're the one to do the guest. You're the one to do a lot of things. And actually, I would like more context. So can you give us more images? Like, more, so what is something that you might do at work?
I do a lot of things for some reason, a part of the guest relation. Wherever, let's say, whichever department of the hotel has an issue, I'm the one that will run to solve it. Let's say that the restaurant, something happened and the hostess is not there and can take the guests on the table. So I'm the one that's going to run to assist them. or whatever problem will pop up at the hotel, whatever has to do, I'm usually the one that I'm gonna run to resolve,
I
assist, and see
see.
what's going on there.
Okay, so someone has an issue with the service at the hotel for whatever reason, and you're the
Yep.
one to go and kind of restore relations, talk to them, see what the problem is, and resolve it.
Yeah.
Okay. There I see your sun Venus conjunction in Capricorn because Venus is the one to make things right, to be very polite, to ask questions, to understand what's going on, to give you the resolution that you're looking for. And of course, the Capricorn piece of that is, well, it's about the operations of the hotel. Does
Yeah.
that make sense to you?
Yeah. A small note in all this, I want to tell you that my grandma had a hotel back in Ecuador. So I get involved in hotels for this reason from my grandma, because I went back to Ecuador and I was working on her hotel.
Okay. Now this is making me think about your Moon Pluto opposition.
Hmm.
I don't understand the Pluto just yet, but it's about the fact that the 10th and the 4th are connected. Because when it's about your grandmother, I immediately feel the fourth house.
Yep.
And that she was working in hospitality. She had her own hotel. There's the moon in the 10th.
Yeah.
So you worked for her initially, is that right?
Yeah. Initially trying to do the hotels, yeah, I was in Ecuador back starting from my grandma thing.
Okay. And you've been in the hotels ever since.
Yes.
Okay. The other thing I want to point out to you, so it's about the transit of Pluto. And you can see that
Mm.
Pluto is currently at 5 degrees, squaring your moon and squaring your Pluto. And this for me is what you described, that lately there's some issues in the hotel industries because of what's happening with the war, with the drones, right? You specifically use the drone,
Yeah.
which is air, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, fine. We have some context. You work in the hotel industry. What else do you do? What else is kind of your day-to-day life like?
I'm trying to study a bit of astrology. I'm very newbie on this. I'm struggling to tell you the truth. I'm trying very hard to understand some things, but I think it was just the time for me now to enter on this. Um, what else do? Actually, I don't have time to do a lot of
When
things.
did you start studying astrology? Sorry?
um, Past year, ending of May.
Uh-huh. So literally 1 year.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. What I want to point out to you about that is that Saturn is in your ninth house, and at the end of May 25, he entered Aries, right? So he changed signs. When planets change signs is when there's some new things introduced. The ninth house, of course, is the house of study. And so that you're going through this period and you're still kind of newbie and you're not too sure about what you're learning and you're having a hard time, but you're keeping with it because you're fascinated. There's Saturn transiting your ninth.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, go on.
What else has happened? Also, an incident now, end of February at the airport with a luggage that I thought was mine, wasn't mine. I turned it back, and now they're suing me. Is a joke story,
Oh,
very joke story. And I'm a guest relation manager. I'm supposed to know, all the structure and how I'm supposed to give it back. But I didn't went to the police. I just went to the lost and found, my mind. And I don't know what happened there. I think they probably opened it. Something was missing from there, and now they're suing me for that.
because you're the guest relations manager, and so you're the one that takes the blame. Is that right?
Well, no, this has happened to Greece, but the thing is that, I'm the guest relation and I know what is the procedures. So when I realized that this is not mine, I went back, but I didn't went to the police. I went to the to the lost and
Uh-huh.
found at the airport. So when they
Uh-huh.
called me, they
Uh-huh. I
told me,
see.
why you didn't come to the police? I said, I don't know. I didn't thought about it. I know that's supposed to have police, but not office of police there.
Okay. Uh-huh.
This
So,
is took
okay, so
me,
you
yeah,
you said that happened in February.
end of February. Yeah.
Okay. And now you're going through legal process.
Yes, I'm waiting all this. They told me around 6 months will take to call me and give you, whatever excuse I have.
Interesting. Okay, so and are you in contact with that is it a person? Is it several people? What's the Who is that even?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I can assume that was one person because it was similar the luggages, but I have no idea. They don't give
And
me
so
any
who's
contact. I have to wait all the legal process to have the contact of the other person to find out what happened.
really?
Yes, Greece.
Why Greece? So it's about the legal process in Greece, is what you're saying.
Yeah. And it's very, very stressful for me because I'm not this kind of person. And it took me minus 5 kilos, which was the good part. The bad part was has thrown me a lot in a kind of depression that how this happened, how I didn't realize it at the moment, what was wrong at the moment.
Uh-huh. I see. Okay. Okay, so it's Pluto in your seventh house. Okay, because this is a situation where you're being sued by someone. Yeah, and you have to
Mm,
go through the legal system. And so there we have Aquarius and Pluto, right? Which is that very difficult, huge, the person you don't even know who it is, and they're throwing you for a loop, even though you didn't actually do anything wrong, but they don't care. They're taking you through the process, whether you like it or not. So
right.
that for me is like Pluto transiting the seventh, but importantly, that he's squaring your moon in Taurus because Taurus is the luggage, right?
Mm,
It's like whatever they had inside the luggage, and now you're thinking about it every day, and you're asking, why did I do this? So you're being destroyed on the inside. That's the
yeah.
moon. And the other part of it is that it's squaring Pluto in your fourth house. The fourth house is also where you come from, it's the country where you live, therefore, Greece.
Yes.
So that you have to go through this horrible legal procedure with the Greek government. This is what I'm seeing as this transit, which tells me that it's probably going to last another into next year, right? Because look, if I fast forward, you can see Pluto will finally reach 6-7 degrees in 2027. Right? So this
Yes,
tells
true.
me this is kind of there's something developing. Huh?
I'm assuming the same, that it's gonna take me long, this thing.
Yeah. And
Mm.
I would say even until 2029. Is that possible? That seems too long, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is possible. We're talking about Greece government. Yeah, it is very, very possible.
Okay. Well, what I can
But
say is it's temporary, but it will take a while, whatever is happening. And it's not only the legal stuff that's happening, right? It's others. Like, for example, we talked about how there's the war, and so there was the drone and the bomb, and so there's fewer tourists coming, right? So that affects the whole hotel industry. That's also the Pluto square to your moon Pluto, right? Because you've worked in the hotel industry your whole life in Greece, in Ecuador, now in Cyprus.
yes,
Does that mean that you want to move? Because that's telling me maybe you want to change place already.
I'm desperately to change to do something else. I'm desperately for that.
Why?
Because I'm a bit hospitality is quite tough. So I'm a bit tired of all this. I would love to do something different, but yet I haven't figured out what.
You're tired because you've been doing it for so long. Is that right?
Yep.
What makes you tired of that? Why do you feel like you're done? Was there a situation that happened that made you feel like this is enough?
No, the thing is that I'm always very far away from my family the last many years. So I'm kind of tired of that. I would love to go back, but at the same time I'm thinking that, I will have no opportunities back in Greece. So okay, let's pack your luggage and go away again. So that's why I'm thinking now that, I'm tired. I need to do something else. I need to be closer to my family again.
Uh-huh. Okay, your family in Greece.
Yep.
Okay, when did you leave Greece?
I left end of March, starting of April, like 7, 8 of April, I came back here in Cyprus.
Oh, so not that long.
No, I stay here for like 8 months and I'm going back for 3 to 4 months max and I'm coming back.
Okay, so you spend 4 months with your family in Greece, 8 months working.
Yep, working
Okay,
no
and you're
stop.
working nonstop.
Yep.
That's interesting. What does that mean?
Means that, I'm spending 8 months here and I'm supposed to have a contract of 5 days working per week, but this is not usually the case. Maybe I'll spend like mm, from May to September 7 to 7. It's not the
Oh,
case because
wow.
I'm doing the three
Okay.
work splits I
So you
told
work your
you.
ass off.
Yeah.
Okay. And that makes me think again about your sun, Venus, Capricorn in the sixth house. Being a working horse and also being very good at it. And maybe also even enjoying, to be honest, to be productive, to make things happen. I don't feel like you would rather sit around.
I'm enjoying it because, I have a voice in the hotel. I mean, I can suggest something and my GM, okay, Joe, do this. I have the position to be heard.
Okay. Uh-huh. So you have some authority.
Right, exactly this. And I love authority. I don't know if you can see it, but authority is my life.
Uh-huh. Okay. Who is in Greece? Who is your family made up of?
My mom, my dad, and my sister.
Okay. You don't have like a husband or kids or anything.
No, I used to be married, but everything fell apart. So no, the last 5 years I'm by myself.
Okay, I guess it fell apart about 6 years ago.
Yep.
Okay, because look, if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, that's exactly when Pluto was transiting your Sun Venus conjunction, right? So that for me is the separation. Okay, and you have your mom, sister, and dad, and so you're close with all of them.
So with my mom.
Sorry, sometimes your internet is kind of cutting out a bit. Is it my internet maybe, or do you think it's your connection primarily?
Let me check. I think. Can I change my Wi-Fi
Yeah, can you?
just to
It
be
will be better.
sure? Yeah, if it finds me, give me a second, please.
Yeah, yeah, take your time.
Okay, data. Let me open the data here of the other mobile. Okay, is it better now?
Oh yeah, it's like much clearer.
Okay, yeah.
Do you hear me okay?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, so you're close with your mom, your dad, and your sister.
I'm closer with mom. Yeah, with mom, sister, and last dad. But I'm closer with everyone. But my little love is mom.
Your little love is mom. Okay. And you don't get to see them the whole year, and this is hard for you, that you have to be away from them because you have to go work and earn money.
Yep. I can
Okay.
be very close to them. All for this issue that I'm always traveling. Going back and work. But yeah, my mom, it's my biggest thing.
Okay, I'm feeling the Moon Pluto opposition from the 10th to the 4th because I'm feel it's that opposite energy. It's like either you're at work earning money so that you can have stability. I guess by the way that stability is also like money that you spend on your family, is it?
Yep.
Okay. And or the Pluto in the 4th, right? You're missing your family, you're without them, you're not in your home, you want to be home, but you can't be, you're working all the time. So I'm seeing this here. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about your mom, because you said she's your big love.
Yeah, so mom is from Ecuador. She came to Greece for my dad because my dad was traveling back to Ecuador. He was a cooker in cargo ships. So she came to Greece. She married him. Had my sister. Had me. My dad at the time was kind of toxic, I can say. A lot of toxic, I can say. So my grandma was very sick at the time. I was very, very young. I think I was around 4 or 5. So we have to go back in Ecuador, and I stay with her for a couple of years in Ecuador when my sister and my dad came back to Greece. So even I didn't even remember that I had a sister. And well, we came back when I was younger. I didn't remember my Greek, and after a few years, my mom finally decided, you know what, I will separate it with that. And we was, yeah, finally, because kind was very difficult the situation. And from then, that when I stay with my mom, I get very, very close with her. You know, she is my alter ego. Whatever I am, she is, and she's a Taurus also. I didn't
Hmm.
have a very good relationship with dad for many, many years for all this that happened in the past. And until I came back to Greece 2015 or 16, something like this. And I had the opportunity to chat with him. And everything, started kind to be resolving. Until now that everything is very, very good now. He is a totally different person.
Interesting. Okay, that makes me think about the moon opposition Pluto on several levels. One of them is that you've left home, and there was like this movement between Ecuador and Greece. There was the separation between your parents. There was you forgetting your sister. There was you staying with your mom. So there I see again the opposition very strongly.
Mm,
But I also see it in the fact that many years later, you returned home to find your father a changed man and to
yes.
start reconnecting with him.
Yes.
Right. So there I also feel the moon Pluto. But what's also interesting to me is that you're ruled by the sun because you're Leo rising. And your mom in this case would be ruled by Venus because your moon is in Taurus and your fourth house is also ruled by Venus because it's in Libra, the cusp.
Mm,
And your sun is exactly conjunct Venus, right? So here's where I see the big love of your mom and that you and her are like alter egos and like very close.
yes, 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 yes.
Okay. What does what was wrong with your father? What was like the crux of his toxic?
To tell you the truth, I have think it a lot of times. So, his brother died very, very young. So I have three cousins. Two of them, they have the same name or surname with me and my sister. So I think that when his brother died and he had the opportunity to be again close to this cousin, because was underage at the time, so I think that he saw it, that, I have an opportunity to grow up again at Joanna and Nicoletta, and I don't want to make the same mistakes. And also that had a heart attack later on, that from this point, that happened all at the similar time, like a year, a couple of years with different, he started chilling out a bit. And the fact that he didn't have us around, because especially me, I didn't have any contact. I'm the most, how to call you, the Che Guevara of the family. I don't want a lot of things. You're done. You're far away from me. I don't want to know nothing from you. And I can keep it, which is not good, but I can do it. So I think this affect him a lot. And from a point later, because my dad is also a bit of spiritual, so I think he started thinking about his life again and the errors that he has made, and he
Mm,
started chilling down with that.
mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, and so now, so are your mom and dad together again in Greece, or do
No,
they still live separately, but you go and you visit both?
no, they live separately. Dad lives on an island in Corfu. The moms live in Athens with my sister.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And now you want to go back home and be in Greece, or you want to travel again?
I would love to be back in Greece, but there is no opportunity for me there.
Why
So
not?
because it's Greece, it's the worst part now in Europe, Greece. We have a government that is, I don't know the word to say it, but it's very, very messy. So it's not helping a lot.
Uh-huh.
And that's why the majority of the youngsters, let's say in Greece, who are working in hospitality, because Greece, it's a very big hotel, especially in the summer. So the majority of
Right.
us were working on seasonal works, which is the difficult part, as I told you, because hospitality it's super, super tough. You have to deal with a lot of things.
Hmm. Okay, I'm feeling the opposition again. The moon in Taurus in the 10th, you're looking for stable work and opportunities somewhere. And so ultimately, that's very important for you. But that is what
Yeah,
brings you out of Greece because the government there is not being very helpful and therefore you can't see your family. So this opposition, I'm just hearing a lot in our conversation today.
yeah,
And again, that, if you think about where Pluto is right now, squaring your moon and Pluto, there's a messy government. They're not helpful for the work. They're making it worse, in fact. You can't, get anything. So what are your ideas then? Where would you go? What have you been thinking about?
I'm struggle to think, and to tell you the truth, I don't know. I'm just thinking that I should maybe change, my whole career to start something different. And I'm always wondering, okay, Joe, but what? What else you could do? I have no degrees on that. I'm just working, and thanks God that they give me here the opportunity to be on a management position with no degrees, because they told me, you know what, we want the experience. We had people with degrees, but we want the experience. So I'm thinking, what else I could do? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe, as I told you, I love everything that it's hiding, like astrology, everything that it's hiding and has. I want the answers, but I don't want the easy answers. I want the difficult answers on life. So
Yeah.
astrology is one of these. I have a lot of things on that. So I'm thinking maybe I should, I don't know, finish astrology and start to get involved, but I know that it will take me a lot of time. And at the same time, I'm a person that I want a structure, I want a routine, which I'm not sure that astrology or something similar is going to give it to me.
Okay. Okay. I want to show you a few things, okay?
Mhm.
First of all, notice that transiting Saturn is now at 11 Aries. This is the transits for today. He's very close to your midheaven.
Okay.
And in fact, he's going to station at 14 degrees, just right on your midheaven. It doesn't matter that he doesn't really reach it. The fact is that he's stopping there. And you can feel it already because you don't like what you're doing. You're asking yourself, what else can I do? You're getting frustrated. You desperately want to move on. Right there's the Aries energy. I want something new, please.
Exactly.
Right, but that it's not happening so quickly and you kind of have to stay there and you're doubting and you're asking, so what's next? Meanwhile, Saturn will remain in your ninth house for a little bit, and that makes me think about you taking on the astrology studies and you're like, okay, maybe I want to go deeper into this. I need to become competent. I should learn a lot more, so perhaps I can make that into my career following up. But of course, you already know for yourself that's going to take a little bit. Right,
Yep.
it can't be just that immediate because you also have to feel confident, have experience in that. It's a big deal to transition careers. So there, I
Yeah.
feel how Saturn is approaching your 10th house. You're done. You've been doing this for years and years and years, and you're like, I need something else.
Yep.
So that also makes me think about your Aries midheaven and how Saturn is approaching, and you're like, time to change everything. And that's confirmed, by the way, by the transit of Pluto. right? Because he's squaring your moon in the 10th. And so that makes me think how, okay, well, you've built all this experience, you know the hotel industry, you know how everything works, but now you're ready to drop it. That's also a huge transition to let go of everything you've been comfortable with.
Yeah.
And the other thing again is like if we look at your Sun Venus conjunction in the 6th house, and that's making me think, yeah, you love to have a routine. It's very important for you.
Yeah, structure. Yeah, it's very, very important. I'm a very lazy, but many times I'm thinking how I'm so lazy, and at the same time I'm so workaholic, but so much that it can be even drop something down. I will cut it on the air, but I'm so lazy inside me.
In what way?
Um, okay, so they will give me an off. Today I'm off. And the first thing that I thought yesterday, I said, okay, I will prepare my meal, food. I love food. And I will just fall asleep. And tomorrow I will do nothing, neither the laundry, nothing. I want to just stay, be lazy on bed, play a bit with my phone, take a nap, maybe meditate, and that's it. But I have a lot of things to do. I have classes at the afternoon. I have to read a bit. I have to recap everything that I've learned.
Okay. Um, okay, for me, I'm going to show you a few things, okay? First of all, when you talk about being lazy, wanting to sleep, do nothing, just rest, I'm feeling the moon in Taurus very
Could
much.
be.
Okay. Now, notice what's happening currently. Okay, this is the transits for right now. Mars is at 4 degrees Taurus, conjoining your moon. And so
Okay.
now is the moment where you feel like, okay, I have a day off. I want to sleep and do nothing, eat, rest, be done. Right? So you want to do more of the moon in Taurus just in this period because Mars is conjunct.
Okay.
But at the same time, transiting Jupiter is opposing your Mercury. And that makes
Which,
me think, well, during this period, I'm learning, I'm reading, I'm taking a class. I should do a little more reading. I should learn more. Right? So
yeah,
there's two things happening simultaneously.
yeah.
Okay. hmm Where is the class? How are you, what kind of class are you taking?
I'm doing the inter through online because I'm now in Cyprus. It's from Greece.
Since,
And
since
now I'm on Hellenistic astrology. It's blowed
uh-huh.
my mind. And yeah, kind of tough.
When did you begin?
Hellenistic, we began like from March, I think. Yeah, from March. Starting or middle of March, something like this.
Okay, I see. I guess around the 19th of March.
Mm, could
But
be, yeah,
actually,
yeah, yeah.
it doesn't matter too much. Okay. And you said it's tough. Why is it tough?
It's a lot of information that I have to absorb, but at the same time, growing up with my dad, the toxic guy that I told you, he always be teaching us everything because my dad is very, very Greek guy. His name is Plato. He's know everything about Greece history,
Oh,
meets everything. So he was teaching us since we were younger. So when I entered to Hellenistic, everything was making more and more sense with the things that I already knew. That, my dad was pushing me at the time, you have to learn, Joe, you have to learn. And I was asking, but dad, what about, the wrong information that I will see? And he will say, you're not Ecuadorian, you're Greek. It's right in your DNA. You will realize it, you will feel it that it's truth. I said, okay, 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 papi, I will find out. So with Hellenistic happened to me this. When I start, was making more sense to me. I love it, but at the same time, it's still quite tough.
okay. I'm feeling your Saturn now in Sagittarius. that you grew up with a father who was pushing you to learn, teaching you everything. He was super intelligent, even named Plato, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I guess he also had high expectations for you in terms of like schooling and achievement and what you
Yes,
could reach
yes.
and your goals and inspiring you to become better, wanting you to be better, wanting you to go
Yeah.
further. Okay. Therefore, I feel the Saturn. I also feel the Mercury and Capricorn in the sixth, that every day he was teaching you, correcting you. Yeah. And now, if you look at the transits, and we have it up for March of 26. So you can see Saturn at 3 degrees Aries makes a trine to your Saturn at 6 degrees Sag from the ninth house, right? And so during this period, you're learning Hellenistic and you love what you learn. It's interesting and it's new and it's blowing your mind and you're growing a lot and you're trying to master the material, but at the same time, it's tough. It's Saturn.
Yeah. The structure, you have to put everything in line and start to understand why. I'm every time on the book, okay, Joanna, take everything, take everything.
Uh-huh. What do you mean take everything?
To separate them and understand them and put them in my head and don't be falling apart. Stay there. You have to remember this, small details that are very wow. Yeah, you're right on that.
Hmm. Okay, so that's making me think again about Jupiter that's been opposing your Mercury. In fact, by the way, Jupiter has been opposing your Mercury since I would say at least July of 25, let's say.
Okay.
When did you begin your studies formally?
uh Last year around, I think it was around May or April. I think May. I'm not sure to remember the time, but it was last year around this May, April, end of April, starting of May, something like this.
Okay, I see. So that would be when Jupiter, okay, first of all, end of May is exactly when Saturn entered the ninth house Aries. I guess we had already covered that, but what's also very interesting for me is that Jupiter was at that point entering your 12th house. Because you told me, oh yeah, you're very interested in the things that are unseen.
Mm,
Yeah. And
yeah,
during this period, you start to actually devote your time towards understanding them.
yeah,
And therefore, I feel that the Jupiter entering the 12th house. And so, in that whole time, you're growing more and more and more in your understanding. And of course, that he's opposing your Mercury all the time. For me, is the fact that you're reading and it's like the structured reading, right? Because you're taking a class, you need to do the modules, you need to do the homework, you need to do da. That's the Mercury and Capricorn in the sixth house for me. And then it's
yeah,
blowing your mind and you're learning so much and you feel like so excited. And it's like, yeah, does that make
yeah,
sense?
yeah, 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 exactly.
Okay. Hmm. What else are your hobbies or your interests?
Uh, well, since I split up with my husband at the time, that was very, very difficult. Very difficult, but it's
Why?
past.
Why was it difficult?
Because we are many, many years together. And, he followed me in Ecuador. He helped me a lot. He helped me very much. But he was kind of beep. But he's still very nice guy. He's very nice person.
What does BIP mean?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it if you're gonna upload it. Was not the best at the time. But I think at the same time, was the time for me because, as I told you, we're very spiritual in my family. So I always having in mind that I'm supposed to spend my life with him. We have a lot of fights. He's similar
Um,
to me. We are very crossing each other. And so I found him with another affair, whatever. And
uh-huh.
since then, it took me a couple of years to take rid of me, from inside me, what I mean, energetically, it's done.
Uh,
And since then, by myself, working a lot, which helped me a lot because, I didn't have the time to think everything from the past. So it helped me a lot, to pass through everything. But still,
okay. Do you see now Pluto transiting your sun Venus at the time of your separation?
Oh God, yes.
How long it took you to restore yourself and to let go of the betrayal and to actually follow through with the separation. In fact, how you said that you cope with it by working a lot because it's happening in the sixth house Capricorn.
Yeah. This has saved me, a lot of work saved me at the time.
Uh-huh. Okay, I guess you had a lot of responsibilities at that time also at work, like big time.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It was from the moment that they throw me here in Cyprus. Okay, do this. And they saw that I can do something more. Okay, do also this. And they saw me that I can do also a bit of more. Oh, do this also. This is how
Okay,
I
so you're
started.
very impressive to them actually. You're kind of like the employee of the month, let's say, but again and again.
Yeah, for my GM. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Okay, so that's the time when you really also somehow built your confidence or became an
Im-
authority.
yes, yes.
They gave you a lot of responsibility and you did perfectly with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it was also a lot of work and they expected more from you than I guess they were giving you. So probably you were thinking about that too.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
They saw
Okay,
that I can do it and take more, take more, take
yeah, it
more.
feels like you built a system for like a big system that they're still using to this day.
Yes, exactly. Especially I built something that they didn't know how to structure it. So it was by luck, I said at the time, which wasn't luck, was for me to show it. And I fixed them something that it can work by me. I have explained them many times, but they're still waiting for me to do it. Which
Yeah,
now for me it's a piece of cake, but whoever new is entering, it's very freak. They said, no, I'm leaving. And
that's
they're just
right. You were
waiting.
training a lot of new people. That's right. You had a lot of employees under you, and you're very helpful to your employees too. Okay, now I see
Yes,
that. Yes.
yes, yes,
You work for
yes,
the employees big time. And I see that you're very good at setting up systems, how things
yeah,
should work, what are the protocols, what are the standard operating procedures. Let's put it in writing. Let's make sure everyone knows that these are the steps we should take. You're like perfect at management.
yes, yes. On this, yes,
Yeah. And very trustworthy. And I feel also very reliable. You like for things to be done correctly.
exactly.
Uh-huh. Okay, now I'm feeling Saturn is coming in for me. I'm feeling people are coming from different countries, different perspectives, different nationalities. They have different expectations. I feel like they're kind of bringing you down sometimes, the people, actual like tourists.
Yes, few nationalities, yes, but I'm still fighting on that because it's on my hand. I don't. Many times I don't have a path to follow with a lot of things. But I'm working with my intuition that okay, let me see if I can take it this way. I can make you more calm because I'm still working for the reputation of the hotel. So I have to find a way. Even if I don't have, a path show from the company, I have to find it out.
hmm Were you working in like also like eco type hotels that are kind of surrounded by nature?
It is because it's front of the beach. It's front of the beach, but at the same time, a bit on a hill. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's a bit outside of the city. It's not exactly inside of the city of Cyprus.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, because I'm feeling a lot of nature here. I'm seeing you kind of like gardening or like building things with your hands, like establishing a village kind of is what I'm getting.
For the beach, especially my second work. Yep.
Can you explain a bit more?
Okay, so we have a venue that we have to fix it a bit, let's say. So yearly we are doing some plantation, we are checking the flowers or what else can we do to decorate the area that it's front of the beach, on the sand. So all of us were giving some ideas, and this is how it's going yearly per year.
I see. I see you being very the building itself is important for you, the way it looks, that it's freshly painted.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything has to be in order. I'm freaking out if it's not. I will be chasing whoever is in charge. That even these little spots. Can you fix it? Because in my eye, it's not looking nice. And if it's in my eye, I can
Yeah.
imagine in the guest eye how it will be looked.
I feel like you're very good with people who are good workers, people who are in positions of
Yes.
authority, and like elder people, more traditional people. And it makes sense to you to interact with them. You can easily they love you. Yeah, I feel they love you. Old people love you.
Yes, I'm kind of good. I'm with the youngers also, but with the authorities, after so many years, they see my craziness, let's say, and they're laughing and said, "Okay, whatever it is, just be in charge, Joe." And they don't even bother to check me or something, because
Mhm.
they can see or they can feel it. And after so many years, I think they said, "Okay, nothing happened all this year, just leave her."
I'm feeling that you also have a property that you either want to build or update, but I feel like you have this talent to design spaces, homes.
Yeah. I do have now with an inheritance, which it's kind of messy. And I'm thinking, what I should do with this with no money. How can I fix? Maybe should I sell it? Should I fix it? What I'm supposed to do now? Because, still government is chasing out with taxes and everything. And this is just changed. I mean, this is just changed. The inheritance of the grandpa just opened for us, for me and my sis. So, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. I'm feeling again the Pluto transit. Right, the square to your moon and to your Pluto in the fourth house, the inheritance that you've just received. Why did you say it's messy?
Because it's quite a difficult situation. They are very, very old. Now that they have to change names, so they have to come on my name, my sister name. So all this gonna be extra taxes for us,
Hmm.
which we are waiting now the amount.
Who is they? Who has to come on your names?
Mom, my sister, and me
Uh-huh.
in Greece. So, the taxes law in Greece, it's very, very messy. They are messing up a lot. So we are waiting
Mm.
now what will come, what will show up. And we are thinking
Okay,
maybe we
I'm
should
getting that
sell.
they're also changing the laws, and that's also concerning you. I'm getting something about that. The country
Mhm.
itself is changing, and you feel like very nervous about what they're going to do with your money and with your property.
Yeah, very struggle. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, but so what I'm understanding is you already got the inheritance, but you're not spending it because you need to be sure that you pay the
We
tax.
just got, yeah, it's a house, and we are waiting to see now what the taxes will tell us. But the thing is that the house it's super old. You can be
Yeah.
living there. You have to fix it or throw it down or sell it. This is usually the options that you have. So what you're gonna do?
I feel like you're gonna fix it.
I'm thinking it's money, and if it needs money, I have to still keeping working in hospitality, which I'm trying to
I
avoid.
see. So your grandfather didn't leave money. It's just the property that you're
No,
inheriting.
yeah,
Nothing
yeah,
else.
yeah, yes,
Ah, okay. So it'd be expensive for you to do anything.
yeah.
But there's something about me that feels like you like that kind of project. There's something about that that's exciting for you. You have lots of ideas. You
I have a lot of ideas that make me very exciting, but again, it's about money now. If you don't have the money to realize, to make truth whatever I have in head, it's gonna be quite difficult.
I don't
So
know,
this
girl.
takes.
I'm feeling like you're going to be working on the house. And I feel like you're going to be doing that from 2027 and 2028. I think it's going to take you 2 years,
Mm,
maybe even more. Yeah, around 2 years. It's not going to start yet, but I feel like you're okay, but never mind because you're not there.
yeah. we will see, because I'm thinking, I have to stay here to see what I can catch up from here, go back, pay at least a part of the taxes, or to see, to figure it out, to put down with paper and write, and if it's worth or not worth, and how we're supposed to do it. Because again, this was a gift. We wasn't expecting it. So yes, from a part I'm very, very excited about. From the other, I'm kind of, oh, okay, and now what? What we are supposed to do?
Did you receive the inheritance like last week or 2 weeks ago, Max? Or was it way
Yes,
before?
last week. Last week
Oh,
was when we've been informed.
okay, that makes sense.
Mm,
Because there was the new moon.
okay.
Yeah,
Ah,
the conjunct your moon, kind of, because the new moon was in Taurus, and it was also trine your sun, Venus, in Capricorn. So that part makes me think, okay, so now you receive the inheritance. It's important that it happened on the new moon in Taurus, because Taurus is property, it's land, it's something fixed that you can't move, right? So on the new moon, you realize, okay, so the property is now ours. Now what are we going to do with it? So I see that
mm,
very fresh for you. Does that make sense?
yes, 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 yes. I never check it like this. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And again, also the Pluto is squaring your moon and Pluto, right, in the fourth house. And so now you have this inheritance. And what are you as a family going to do? And also what is the government, Aquarius, going to demand from us in terms of taxes? And then so then I feel like also there's some tension, maybe even in the family unit, on how are you going to, like, what are you going to do together? Right? The
Yeah,
test for you, all of you.
yes. Yes, 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 exactly.
And people have different ideas.
They do, but the thing is that for some reason, in between the three of us, I have the last word usually, because I'm supposed that I know everything, and if I don't, I will investigate it to find out what we can do.
Yeah.
So, they're waiting for me to say, okay, it's a good idea or not.
That makes me think about the moon being in the 10th house for you, that you're the decision maker in the family. You're the boss, kind of.
Kind
Also,
of.
Sun, Venus, and Capricorn, right? That they know they can trust your opinion because you're very competent. You always have shown that you like to do these things and make decisions
Yeah,
and do things orderly. I feel like you're good also with government stuff, like taking the steps that are necessary, doing that, all that stuff.
yeah, I'm trying hard, yes, but
And I
yes.
feel like you have contacts also in the government, people that are helpful.
No, but I can find them. I will
Okay.
investigate. I will find out how to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, there's something else coming up for me. It's kind of like the property by itself, if it's unlivable, is not worth much. And I feel like you're thinking about that. You're thinking that if the property is updated, then either it can be livable or rentable
Yes,
or directly sellable, but at a much higher rate.
yes.
So I'm feeling like this is your next project. Of course, I can be wrong, but
I'm thinking the same, but again, I'm thinking that if I wanna follow this, I will need to stay here at least for a couple more seasons working.
I think you will.
Otherwise,
I think
the
you will
man.
because look, Saturn is going to enter your 10th house.
Yep.
And he's going to square your sun Venus. And so that makes me think about the friction of having this work that is not really right for you and you want to move away from it. But at this point, you're sticking with it because you know there's a higher goal in place. That goal is to renovate the
Mhm.
property and earn some money thereafter. So I feel like that's also a very viable option for you. And then, Saturn being, yeah, I just, does that make sense to you?
Yes, 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 yes. I'm thinking. I have a lot of thoughts about it. Yeah.
Hmm. What do your mom and your sister think of? Yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I wasn't saying anything.
Okay,
I was quiet the first time.
what do your mom and sister think about this?
They're waiting for me to come with ideas. Both
Very
of them,
good.
you know. So when I pop an idea, my sister is, oh yeah, Joe, right, right. We have to figure it out this. My mom, oh yeah, yeah, mijita. Yeah, yeah, we should do this. Whatever. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Let's discuss things. But who's will come in, with a plate of ideas? They are waiting for me, you know.
Uh-huh. I see. Okay. But I see that you're getting along kind of at this time. It feels like it's bringing you together in a way. You're thinking a lot about them. I feel that because Venus and
Yes.
Jupiter are now co-present. Yeah. I feel like you miss your sister and mom more than usual. You feel their absence.
Yeah, for some reason now, yeah.
Hmm.
They are my little gems back in Greece, They are my backup.
I feel like you're reaching out to them more often. You're dreaming about them. I'm feeling you're thinking of them.
A lot of dreams the
Yeah.
last 3 4 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, because Jupiter's transiting your 12th, the dream state, right? The non-conscious states.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I do feel you're also being promoted to like a much higher. I guess maybe there's a work promotion coming as well. That feels like it could very well be.
Oh,
Be-
please.
because look, Jupiter is in Cancer opposing your Sun and Venus, exact in June. So this for me is like the promotion of you to the leadership of your family, where you're the decision maker. Notice that Jupiter is about to enter your first house and be on your ascendant in Leo. This makes me think about you being the boss, calling the shots. So on many levels, I feel like you're getting a promotion of on many in many ways, right? At
Okay.
work, with your family. That's what's coming up for me. Does that make sense?
I hope so. It is makes sense. I'm waiting to see.
Is there such an opportunity? Has there been talk? Are you aware of potentials in that sphere?
No, what I've done is I said to my GM that I'm willing to leave, with all the situation here. So my GM freaked out and he just left from the office. Said, "No, Joanna, it's impossible. If you leave, what am I supposed to do here? Who's gonna do all these things?" Said, "Well, the new one that you have to pay it to do it." So I know also that the operational area manager is always asking me for things that it's not on my duty, and he knows that I'm doing it. So I've told them, at least send me back to Greece because we have hotels in Greece, and especially in Corfu, where is my dad. And at the beginning, they tried to change my contract. I said, I'm not going to change my contract. And later on, I was thinking, of course, they want to change me the contract because they want me to stay here. Otherwise, what's the point?
I
And
see.
I'm waiting. To
Okay.
tell you the truth, I have nothing yet, but I hope so to do something.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. You gave them the ultimatum, of course. They're gonna promote you. I feel like something is coming very soon for you in the next month. Yeah, and
Work
again,
revised.
and again, like again, just think about even if we just think about the Pluto and Moon again. Right. So here's the situation where you depend on kind of the hotel and the management. You're waiting for them to please send me back to Greece, the fourth house, right? Or pay me. So this is what I'm seeing very much like these big changes that are awaiting.
Mm,
Also, where you're working because you don't want to be there in Cyprus. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
waiting like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see it's very uncomfortable, right?
Yeah,
Hmm. Okay, good. Let's pause there for today.
perfect. Thank you, Emmy. Was interesting. Was very interesting.
Yeah. What
Um,
What are you left with? What did you?
that I have to keep trying. And I have I think I believe for me that I have to put some things in order, which is not the case. Maybe I have to put them back everything, to rethink, recap again everything and see how I'll proceed from now on. But was very, very interesting.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna stop recording and I'm just gonna talk to you for another couple minutes, okay?
Yeah. Can I
All
have
right.
a smoke then? No.
Yeah, you could have had a smoke
Yeah.
the whole time, but yeah.
Oh, no. For respect, it's a know that is your work that you're uploading them, so it's not nice.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, Joanna and I are signing out.